Alright, here we go. The next episode. The Dickens Manor. Yep, here we go. Go. Whoa! Oh my gosh, here we go. It's a hint. That can help you. You gotta read those. Shake your Wii remote to cheer for other players. Yeah, I already said that. For real. Lightning!
But tonight I bear dire news. I received an envelope in the mail from an old friend of the family, Mr. Valentine.
The Shakespeare of crime.
Indeed.
What was in the envelope, Grandpa?
A what? Ah, yes.
Sorry,
A party
just the camera.
invitation with a poem inside.
Poetry!
There once was a Seamus named Dickens, whose private eye kin were all chickens. Come Valentine's Day, the whole clan will pay. My plot, like a pudding, now thickens.
A limerick?
Sounds like an awesome party.
Dorian, what are you going to do?
I'm retiring. The Dickens Detective Agency.
Who are you and what have you done with my grandpa?
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I haven't changed, but Valentine clearly has. I'll let someone else spoil his evil schemes from now on.
Well, who's it going to be?
Eh?
If you're retiring, one of us is going to have to fill your shoes.
Me, Grandpa.
Ah, yes, the matter of succession. What are my options? I could let my daughter run the place when she's not at school with the feds, or turn into a clearly insane child.
He is insane.
Or ask my oldest sister and her muscle-headed husband to do it.
Ha.
Then, of course, there's my son, the chow hound.
Ha.
Right here.
I guess that leaves me.
You're far too young and inexperienced.
But I...
That get the pudding talking.
He's got like
At
a
any rate,
speech
you still
impediment.
haven't figured out how to work together as a team. Putting any one of you in charge would be a grave mistake.
But who's going to run the Dickens Detective Agency?
My dear wife, you are.
Dorian, I really must protest.
He's not even a detective.
I'm not taking my marching orders from some old lady.
Old ladies.
Listen, when Valentine hears that I'm no longer head of the Dickens Detective Agency, he will assume I am no longer a threat. But in the back of his mind, he must know I am still out there watching.
Evil laugh. Ah!
Oh,
Pudding.
Banana, my favorite.
There's also a note.
What? Ah, yes. Roses are red, violets are blue. Who kidnapped your wife? Guess you don't have a clue.
I really hate poetry.
It's just as I feared. Valentine is unleashing his most villainous plot yet. He wants us to know we are powerless to stop him.
You've got to do something.
I'm retired. You're the detectives. You figure it out.
Oh my gosh.
Who done it?
And how? And why? Let's see. I'm sorry, I've played this too much. Someone has kidnapped my beloved wife. I can't do his voice. I'm going to try and do some voices, but I can't. You know what? I'm not even going to do the voices. Someone has kidnapped his wife, Olivia Dickens. With the storm raging outside, the guilty party can't be far. One of the suspects in the house is the kidnapper. Alright, here we go. Now, there's always going to be 4 clues that will give you a hint about the person's hairstyle, gender, weight, and height. But that's not always the case. You'll see later on in the game. But I'm not going to spoil anything. Alright. That's Mr. Valentine. Yeah, he's got a weird laugh. After every turn, well, almost every turn, Mr. Valentine will come and use a savvy card and do something to stop you, like a locked room. At the beginning of each turn, you pick a savvy card, and then you use it. That was a skeleton key. Skeleton keys open up locked doors. But first, let's get this clue. Heart-shaped pudding bowl. smells like bananas. That doesn't help. But it is a golden clue. You get those? You will need those golden clues later. Alright. To use a savvy card, you go down to the bottom right, and then you click it. It'll show you what it does if you click it. If you click the card and you use it. Well,
I've done it better myself.
by using the skeleton key, you can go through locked doors. So then, let's go. Let's go to the kitchen. That is Chef Madeline Ash.
Getting hungry?
Let's interrogate her.
There's a lot I could tell you once you heat up the stove, so to speak.
Is she like Scottish? I think she's Scottish. Suspect's favorite foods. In this, you gotta just put the food there that it shows. Like so. Look at that big smile. This game is really easy if you know how to do it. After the kidnapping, I noticed something suspicious in the office, but my high standards stopped me from pawing through the trash on the Commodore's desk. Oh, no. Why did I do that? Sometimes people will give you clues that will lead to other clues. Like right then. Meaning something suspicious. Let me try and say that again. There's something suspicious. I can't say suspicious. Oh, hey, I said it. Well, it says something suspicious. In the office. Alright, here's a letter. See? Sometimes you just get it and you don't have to use a token. Oh yeah, after every turn, you get back your tokens. Alright, this is the top half of a torn letter. It reads, "You must return to the manor after you hide her." Whoa. Now, I forgot to explain tokens. Your token amount will be displayed right up here. You need tokens to go to other rooms and talk to people and interrogate and collect clues. But sometimes you don't need a token to collect clues or get stuff. And that lets you go to your next turn, and it'll store the next tokens for whoever's next. Alright, let's go here.
Don't run on an empty stomach. Hello.
Here's a tip. You always want, if you're in a room that's got physical clues and people with testimonies, you always want the testimony because the people could move, but the physical clue can't. This is Judge Judith Prudence. Let's interrogate her.
The law is the law. I can't talk unless you do me a favor.
Well, let's arrange the memory. It's a banana. What am I going to do with a memory of a banana?
Oh.
Yes!
I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Judge Judith Prudence says, "When the lightning flashed, I saw someone carrying Mrs. Dickens outside in the rain. I was amazed someone so slim could carry her." Ah, that means the person is thin. Out of tokens.
Which suspect is the culprit?
They will escape in 17 turns. Mr. Valentine! Lights out. A dark room turns lights off, and that means you can't do anything in the room. But if you pick a card, like a candle... Oh, whoops. I pushed the camera. You get a card like a candle, then you can light up the room. There are other cards that light things up, but right now we have a candle.
Now that's detecting.
Letter. Also, if there's something suspicious in a room and you use a candle, but you didn't see it before, any evidence will show up in a room. This is the bottom half of a torn letter. It reads, "So you don't arouse suspicion and hide the evidence. Signed, Mr. Valentine." Alright, I'm running out of time. I got 10 seconds left. Let's continue this in another video, shall we?